So tonight I went on this complete orgy of 1v1 battles on Grassy Flats. I think I played 8 or 9 battles tonight. I won all but one. I did lose one. Lost the replay for that. Maybe I'll try to find it and post it, just so we don't seem like I'm only supposed to be winning. But I won. I won like 8-1. And what I was doing tonight, this is sort of part two of my
Damn
experiences.
this weather, sir.
Oh my
Wet
god.
powder makes misfires
Time
a
out.
certainty.
I fucking hate that. Okay, I just turned that like guy off or whatever. Anyway, tonight I played a ton of 1v1s and I was focusing on me attacking and me trying to attack really, really hard. And I'm using the same build that I was using earlier tonight. What I have are 4 volts in the middle. I'm not going to go over it. You already know it. I have light in the middle and line on either side. I have a couple lancers and some militia. And what I really wanted to focus on is just attack and moving fast and engaging fast. And what I'm sort of discovered tonight, or the lesson that I kind of learned tonight, is that when you take people out of their comfort zone, when you get there before they expect you to get there, when you make them do things that they don't normally do, um, they I don't want to say panic, but they sort of don't know what to do. They start just reacting to you, and it's so much easier to do things if you have a plan. If you're the one with a plan and you know where you want units to go and you know what you want them to be doing, that is so much easier. It's so much easier to act than to react. And a lot of, probably the majority of players that you play against um, want to react. They kind of want to camp or they want to sit there and get the first shot while you run up. Well, getting the first shot, is one kind of advantage, but it's a whole different kind of advantage when you do your thing and they don't know what their thing is because they don't have a plan. They're just kind of reacting to you, etc. I wanted to post this battle because this is probably the most competitive battle that I had tonight. This guy, his name is modality139. This guy I think played a pretty good game. You could tell. I think you could argue that in a raw sense, this guy is maybe a better player than I am. But what I was sort of able to do in this battle is to get him obviously out of his comfort zone, and I was able to challenge him in ways that he isn't used to be challenged, and that resulted in good things for me. What happens on the right side to start out? I've got my line wrapped around. He had 2 infantry in reserve that he initially pulls out here. Um, Back over on the left, I'm doing kind of the same thing. I'm trying to get my guys in there. He has Cav chilling off in the distance, and I'm trying to get everybody in firing range real quick. I Lancer charge both these guys. I think these charges are both successful. Uh, I do make a small mistake. I should have pulled these Lancers out faster than I actually did. I think I actually continued the charge of that one through into the shooter cav. I'm not sure how not very successful. Okay, but both Lancer charges were successful in the sense that I depleted these 2 line units down to about 40 and 50 men each immediately. That's a big deal in the meta sense of the term. If I can route these 2 units on his flank real quick, then I'll have sort of unfettered access to his flank right there. Would which I mean, in a vacuum, should be enough to carry the battle. Um, on the left, kind of the same thing is going on. I send my militia in. They don't. French militia really suck. Play with the Ottomans enough, you kind of like using the bazookas. He charges me here. I think he actually gets a really good charge in. I was trying to handle. Oh man, I missed that. He just fucked me up right there. This battle would have been like a complete crush if that had not happened. That was a good charge by him. One of my big flaws or things that I'm trying to get better at is the observation aspect of the game and awareness, maybe awareness. Um, Regardless, I do have an advantage over here. In the middle, there really isn't a middle at this point because I've routed his right so fast. I have shooter cav in the middle that I charge in this old guard. I think the old guard's going to win against the shooter cav, but I mean, it's old guard, so it takes a lot to break him. And I think eventually I break him. I clear a second Cheval unit into his rear here, and I've got this guy, in parallel columns fighting other side, so it should win pretty well. And if maybe that's the lesson. I mean, I think this guy was a pretty quality player, um, but just sort of what's the line in Generation Kill? The violence of action. I think that's sort of an overused term, but it does make sense that if you just move faster than the other guy, that you force him to react to what you're doing. And people generally really aren't good at that. And I played this whole battle in fast forward, just to sort of give you the sort of meta concept of what I was doing. But all I did is just move faster than that guy and attack faster than him, and that worked out really well. I think 99% of players. It takes truly elite players. Like if you watch the battle I had against Point Man, or everybody has, what you should take from the battle I had against Point Man is how well Point Man reacts to what I do. Like I tried to attack him really hard in that battle, but he sort of retreats intelligently and reforms his lines intelligently. And guess what? I lost that battle. So, I mean, 99% of players are not going to be able to do that in the match against Point Man. He was able to do that. I mean, that's the mark of an elite player, I think. But I could probably beat 99 out of 100 players doing this quick attack thing, and that's kind of what wound up here. And I think that Modality is a really fine Napoleon player, and may arguably be better than I did, but sort of the strategic decision that I made just to get all over him overloaded him a little bit, and I think that's the lesson that kind of I've learned tonight. But anyway, I want to say great game to him for playing with me, and thanks everybody for watching on YouTube, and check us out at pt2.